So I was asked to tell a story time about how I got visited by the Secret Service twice over Hillary Clinton. Social media posts. So in 2015, when she was making her first bid for president, at the time I was leaning toward Bernie Sanders, right? I don't know. I was like the pickings were very slim, and so I knew. So my husband was in the Navy under Clinton, and Clinton tried to dissolve the submarine force. The USS Virginia class submarine almost didn't get built. When my ex was on a submarine that collided with a Russian sub, it was supposed to remain classified, and someone in the Clinton administration leaked it to USA Today. So the Navy hates the Clintons, hates them. So do the Marines. So I started digging, and I started getting these, like, Jezebel, Ahab, right? Like, people were comparing Hillary Clinton to Jezebel and Bill Clinton to Ahab. So I went and I read that story in the Bible, right? Jezebel was thrown out of a window by her attendants, and her corpse was eaten by dogs. And I started to think, well, who are the two, who would be that in this story, right? In Hillary Clinton's, if she's actually Jezebel, like a reincarnation of Jezebel, who's going to be the attendants throwing her out the window, right? Donald Trump was Jehu. You got to go read the story. Anyway, I started to think, it's like, well, the only two groups that have access to the president would be the Marines and the Secret Service, right? And they hated her. Like, the stories about how Hillary treated the Marines and the Secret Service, they fucking hated her. And then all this stuff, frazzle drip and stuff, like, they know this shit. I understand these people know what the Clintons are like. They saw them. They met them. They saw them outside of their public persona. And so I wrote this letter, and I basically posted it all over a foreign press, the Washington Post, everywhere. And I said, if she gets elected, she's going to be assassinated, and the call will be coming from inside of the house. I didn't threaten her. I just kind of pointed out what I could not. The deeper I went down this rabbit hole, the more certain I became that if she got elected, she would be assassinated. And I didn't want the first woman president to be assassinated. And I damn sure didn't want it to be Hillary Clinton, because she's evil. So, fast forward. So the Secret Service showed up and, they asked me some questions, and that was it, right? Well, I explained why I wrote the letter and what I was trying to do. I was actually trying to prevent her from being assassinated. I was blowing a whistle. And then fast forward to COVID, right? March of 2020. And I was super pissed, as we all were. I lost my job. I had to move in with my mom. I was trapped. There was nothing to do, nowhere to go. But bodega wine was $3 a bottle. So I would day drink because there was literally nothing to do, and I was losing my fucking mind. Like, everything, nothing fucking mattered anymore, right? Like, we're in the apocalypse. The world is ending. And I was on Twitter, and I realized I could at people and tell them to their faces, basically, that I hate their guts, and I drank a bottle of wine. I was pretty lit by noon. And I said, y'all should be executed for treason. You're all in violation of the Constitution. You should all be executed for treason. And sure as shit, here comes the Secret Service another time. And all I said to the agent was, you guys know the Constitution. You know what's happening is fucking illegal and against the Constitution. I didn't say anything that's not fucking true. I didn't say I was going to do it. But that, according to the Constitution, all these motherfuckers are in violation and breaking the law. So, yeah, that's what I think should happen. Because I want to go back to work and live my fucking life. And I'm tired of this shit. So, yeah, that's my story about how I got visited by the Secret Service twice over Hillary Clinton. So, there you go.